Hey guys, and happy Monday. Welcome back to my channel, Sunny Days with Sam. Today my video is just going to kind of be random, starting with some of my most recent finished projects. So I made this crop shrug sweater thing, whatever you want to call it. I made it over the weekend. I used some eyelash yarn. I used 2 Karen skinny cakes that have been discontinued. This design is inspired by the Weaving Wook on Instagram. I think she's on TikTok and on Threads, probably all over. But she used to be called Mama Cass Crochet, I believe. Anyways, she made quite a few of these big flare sleeve cardigans last year maybe. And I always wanted to make one. I just thought they looked so cool. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about the sleeves being as big as they are, but I actually do love them. I was afraid that they would get in the way, but I honestly just love the flowiness of this piece. I like it unbuttoned. I like it buttoned. The button that I'm using is by Sweater Weather Fibers. You can find her on Instagram. I used buttons from her on all of these pieces that I'm going to show you today. And this one just matched super perfectly. So I was like, it belongs on, I'm calling it like the Weaving Wook Butterfly Cardi because it's honestly, it gives mad butterfly vibes. The next piece that I made was using the Karen Chunky Cakes. You guys know I love the Karen cakes in general. I used their rainbow and then just their black and white. I had some scraps left. I had about 1 roll of the black and white left, so I decided to combine the two. I also adorned this one with a button by Sweater Weather Fiber. This one has like kind of this Halloween-y, witchy kind of spiderweb vibe. I really love the design. I really love the button. I thought it complemented the colors so well. I had a lot of debate whenever it came to designing these sleeves. I really couldn't make up my mind. I usually go for like a cuff sleeve, so I did end up doing that with these sleeves. I made like just a, I don't know, a single crochet kind of cuff because I did want this to be a size inclusive piece. It can fit sizes extra small through 3XL, and it's super cuddly, super soft. I really just love this cardigan altogether. I almost kept it for myself, but I seriously don't need any more cardigans. The last piece that I'm going to be releasing this week, unless I finish this fun little eyelash shrug that I've been working on, is this cardigan. Another button by Sweater Weather Fibers. I'm calling this one the Beach Babe Cardi. It can also fit sizes extra small through 3XL. I just love the colors of this. I love the neutral. It definitely gives you beach vibes. I also added some fun little post stitch cuffs. I think it's like called the front and back post stitch, something like that. So anyways, I threw those cuffs on there. I thought it had some nice like fall vibes. I just really like the colors. If you've been following me, obviously you know I didn't get to go to the beach this year, blah, blah, blah. I was heartbroken. I was taking care of my dog. So I made this in memory of the beach adventures that I could have been having, even though I wouldn't have had this cardigan to take with me to the beach because I didn't make it until this week. So, you know, whatever. Once again, it's super cute because you can have it open, you can have it closed. I've been trying to add buttons to all of my cardigans, or at least most of them. Or on my website, I've been offering in the comment section that you can request a tie or you can request a button, whatever you want. Anyways, these cardigans are going to be for sale sometime this week. I just have to figure out the day that I want to release them. I already have them up on my website for a little sneak peek of pricing and the materials that I used and the cost and blah, blah, blah. So next, let's move on to this fun little light that my friend Ryan got me. He dropped it off on my porch at like, I don't know, midnight one night. I was asleep and woke up to this wonderful, delightful package on my porch, and it is this light. I record content 24 hours a day, and it is really hard to get good lighting in a lot of my content whenever I record it at night because I'm like kind of a night owl, and I usually stay up until like 11:30 or midnight, so I'm so grateful for this gift. So since me and my husband bought our first house this year, I've been showing you guys the different renovations that we've been doing, how I've been decorating and styling my house, and a lot of questions that I've been getting from you is like, what do you have in your craft room? Who's the art by? Blah, blah, blah. So this is my Hannah Montana poster. I've had it since I was, I don't know, 8. 12, tiny. Whenever I was watching Hannah Montana, you can see that it needs a new frame. I have a duct tape, but I refuse to get rid of it, so here it is. Don't mind my dirty windows. We pressure washed the outside of the house the other day, and the windows have not gotten done. I have no shame. Moving on to this dream catcher that I have hanging in one of the windows that I am now too ashamed to show you because it is filthy. I made this dream catcher whenever I was making hemp jewelry, like at the beginning of my business. Sunny Days with Sam did start with macrame artwork, so these dream catchers were something that I started making. I made a few of them and then I got out of it because that's just what I do. I really do want to get back into macrame and wall hangings and fun things like that, but I haven't, so I'm making hexagon cardigans. The next piece that I have is a custom that I did in a trade with Trippy Nikki Art. Dominique is so talented. I have multiple pieces from her, and I am in the midst of planning another one for my craft room because I'm so obsessed with everything that she does. So she made me this custom trippy sunflower butterfly painting. I knew I had to have it in my craft room. I've been getting a lot of questions about the cat picture. It is from an old friend. She told me that she custom made it for me, but I did find out it was from TJ Maxx. But she did say that it reminded her of me, and I took it as a huge compliment, so I thought it deserved to be hanging in my craft room. The next piece that I have is made by my husband. It also sits on my windowsill, but I do want to put it above like one of my windows or on a different wall. I haven't really decided. He made this for me out of a sheet of metal, and then I put little butterfly stickers on it. This is from whenever I was doing like craft vending things, but I love having it in my craft room. It makes me think of my hubby. Moving on to the wall of paintings, I keep getting a lot of questions about that too. If you don't follow me on Instagram, then I don't know what to tell you, but you should. And you would see that there are stories behind each of these pieces. So this first one I started in college, and then whenever my husband and I started dating, he actually finished it. You can see at the bottom, our initials are down there, A+S, because he's so cute. It was a little surprise that he finished for me whenever I was working one night. This painting I made after our first electric forest. I always say that me and my husband fell in love at electric forest, and I started out with a completely colored canvas, and then I hated it, so I blacked out most of it and made it into this fun little camping electric forest memorabilia. The next picture is actually hand drawn by me, also inspired by my husband because I'm obsessed with him, but you know what? I don't care. He's my best friend. I truly love him. This is, just a trippy, hippie little drawing that I did whenever my husband and I moved in together. See, you can see the tattoos that he has in real life, and he actually owned that mask, but just like a little acid trip inspired picture of my hubby. And then I made this for him for our first anniversary. That is our dog May with a trippy twist. I'd say this is one of the best things I have ever created in my life. This piece is so original. This piece is so unique. I literally just sat in my kitchen at my apartment in college and I painted it for my husband. I love all the small details like the flowers on the cheek, the rainbow dots on the nose, the ears. I'm so obsessed with it. I'm so impressed with myself, and I wish I could get back into painting here soon. I even own an easel and paint and everything. I just literally have not gotten it out in years because I'm so obsessed with crocheting. But we'll see. I'm trying to start experimenting with a few new arts or old arts. I need something to excite my life a little bit. So my coworker, Tiff, has a daughter named Starline. I named the Starline Electra dress after her. She is literally my mini-me. We are similar in so many ways, but she is only 17. So she actually made this for me. It's like 3D and painted, and it took me forever to figure out exactly where I wanted it, but I actually love exactly where it is. It is so cute. She painted it specifically to match my craft room. Like, I thought it looked so good next to all my paintings. And I just love having all these bits of art by so many different artists and people that I love. I got my husband this canvas for Christmas one year. That's him and I at Electric Forest. My husband and I like Rick and Morty, and I saw these custom portraits on Etsy. So I decided you could get like a digital version, or you could get like a framed one, but I'm more of a canvas kind of girly. So I got this printed on this huge canvas. I love it. It's so cute. It makes me think of my husband and I. Whenever we first got together and we're going to festivals all the time, we spent literally every day together. If we weren't together for a day, like, it was strange. So it just makes me think of the start of our relationship and how much I love my husband because, like I said, I am obsessed with him. So this is a gift that I got from my best friend Jana for Christmas. Jana and I met whenever I got my first job out of college in healthcare. She was working in the same department as me. It's funny because she is also one of my aunt's like high school best friends. She's like double my age, but she is the number one person in my life that I feel like understands me, doesn't judge me, connects with me. Like she doesn't act her age. I don't act my age, and I think that's why it works out so well. We just balance each other perfectly. Thanks for tuning in, friends. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm so grateful for all of you for being here.